Library, and I'm showing you my one of my portions of my science and evolution bookshelf. This is the new book, Michael Dowd, Thank God for Evolution. Magnificent book. You need to get it. You really need to get it. And then Scientists Confront Creation. Yeah, you've seen that. And then Stephen Jay Gould. This is my Stephen Jay Gould collection. The Structure of Evolutionary Theory, Wonderful Life, Leonardo's Mountain of Clams and the Diet of Worms, and I Have Landed, and the Times Arrow Times whatever, and Stephen Jay Gould, Full House, Dinosaur in a Haystack, Bully for Brontosaurus, Urchin in a Storm, Mismarriage of Man, Hen's Teeth and Horse's Toes, Ever Since Darwin, Rock of Ages, The Flamingo Smile, Eight Little Piggies. This is Alters and Alters Defending Evolution. This is a book by Evolution, Evolutionary Biology. You can see I've still got more of this crap here. Evolution and the Myth of Creationism, Climbing Mount Improbable, that's Dawkins. God After Darwin, that's a good book by Haupt. The Blind Watchmaker, Dawkins. Darwin's Ghost. Meyer, This is Biology. Meyer's a good one. And then Evolution's Workshop, The Autobiography of Charles Darwin, The Beak of the Finch, Charles Darwin, The Origin of Species, Why People Believe Weird Things by Michael Shermer, The Counter-Creationism Handbook, Finding Darwin's God, Tower of Babel, Darwin's Dangerous Idea, so on and so forth. Anyway, that's part of my library, and the reason I want to show you that is because, of course, I'm going to share some information with you on, and this is the last part of my library. Oh, there's my 23-volume Zohar, the English Aramaic Zohar here, volumes 1 through 23. That's a good series on the Zohar. That's pretty impressive stuff, but that has nothing to do with what my subject is tonight, and so I'm going to get back with it. I apologize for distracting you by showing off my library. However, there are several people who say, hey man, you've got a great library and I want to have one like that. Well, then you need to quit buying superfluous stuff and start purchasing texts now, don't you? No, I want to talk on the actual history and the actual facts about intelligent design's problems as a pseudoscience when actually they're a religious outlook, and they are masquerading and they are lying through their teeth about being a science, and they're even lying about their motives. Now, I'm going to present to you the judges. This is Judge Jones's conclusions at the end of the Dover trial, where the judge calls them liars. This isn't me saying that. I'm going to quote the judge to you. I'm going to show you some court cases of the actual facts about these wizards of id, as Pennock calls them. Kind of ingenious. ID being the initials for intelligent design. The wizards of id, yes. That's kind of humorous. I wouldn't have anything against them. Here's the irony. Here's the irony. For me, personally. Now this is just me, my take. I wouldn't have anything against intelligent design if they would just admit they're a religion. I wouldn't, because that's what I teach. I do teach there is an intelligent designer. It is God. In fact, it's Jesus Christ. That's my belief. That's my religion. But to redefine science and to destroy our constitutional right of separation of church and state, I am absolutely opposed to that sort of crap. And it is crap. And I'll fight it. I will. Because I love my religious freedom. And I love knowing you have your religious freedom. I don't care if you're Catholic, Jew, Muslim, or atheist. In this country, we have set up this Constitution to give you your religious freedom. I will fight for that. That's what I'm fighting for. So, of course, the complete idiocy, lunacy, and incompetence of the wizards of id to present their case as science is very important to present to you, because they don't want you to know this. they don't talk about it. And I have some very interesting ideas that I want to share with you from the actual records from the courts in the past concerning this issue. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to show you some of their utter idiotic arguments that really actually pissed the judge off. And I'm serious. It pissed him off. I'll show you. You can hear it in his quote. It's pretty interesting. The very newest information on this magnificent topic of Charles Darwin, as far as that goes, is this new one by Cambridge University Press, The Beagle's Letters. Just got it out, just this week. And it's edited by Frederick Burkhardt. It's a very good book. Introduction by Janet Brown, one of the best Darwinian scholars on the planet. And that's an important text there. But now, here's the irony. Dover trial, 2004. And Philip Johnson, one of the famous ID proponents, one of the famous wizards of id, as I think they're properly called, Darwin on trial. He presents his case. Now, he's a lawyer. He went through a nasty divorce and he found Christ and he turned to Christ, and now he's decided he has to fight godless atheistic evolution. What a twit argument. Evolution is not atheistic. From Philip Johnson's point of view it is, but it's not. I'm not an atheist, and I do believe in evolution. I've seen the evidences. They're pretty impressive in the literature. Darwin on trial. He presents this as a classic case text of where he is the lawyer and he is strutting around and he's presenting the obvious logical contradictions and arguments and weaknesses of evolution, and therefore by default intelligent design should be the truth, because there's problems with evolution. And he presents all of his scholarly material and his spectacular intelligent analysis and so on and so forth. Isn't it ironic that in the Dover trial, where the wizards of id got their absolute butts kicked by the serious and real science and real scientists who showed what real evolution was for 6 weeks in the Dover trial, in the real court of law, not a kangaroo court like this book, where he gets to be judge, jury, and witness, and prosecution. And so, of course, it's a one-sided, lopsided bomb that crashes and burns. No, Philip Johnson didn't even show up in the Dover trial. Well, where's the lawyer when you need him? Nowhere to be found. And Michael Behe in 2004, he's the main wizard of id. He is the famous author of the famous book, Darwin's Black Box. This basically kicked off the intelligent design movement. The interesting thing about Behe is, this is the biochemical challenge to evolution. The interesting thing about Behe is, in 2004, as I will show you in the literature, Michael Behe confessed that there's absolutely no scientific proof behind any of the informations and examples he used in this book. And yet, this is the second updated, revised edition, the 10th anniversary edition, in 2006. 2 years after he destroyed himself in court, he updates the edition and doesn't change a thing. This whole book crashed and burned, according to his own confession on the witness stand in court. This is where it counts. Not this fake public opinion court of public opinion, but in the law courts where law and truth reign, where when these people are on the witness stand, sworn to tell the truth, or if we catch you lying, we're going to put you away. They had to confess they have nothing. They're bankrupt. And I'll read the quotes from Behe to you. It's an astonishing thing. 2 years later, he presents this 10th anniversary edition. He doesn't even mention the Dover court. He's still pretending like nothing happened. They want you to be ignorant of getting their butts kicked in the Dover trial of 2004 and 2005, where Judge Jones absolutely crucified them, along with the scientists, the expert witnesses that I want to present to you. The first situation that I want you to understand about Philip Johnson, who wrote his Darwin on Trial book, as a lawyer, not a biologist, he